we need to talk about the boys' controversies, which coincidentally started when they joined their new company 100 Entertainment. Now, all of these controversies are something, especially the most recent one of Haknyan getting kicked out. These won't be in any specific order, but the way we went from debuting as 12 to having a comeback with 9 members. Also, the Haknyan news really got me and many other Dobies a lot like Chanhee in this video. Anyways, let's start off this video with the bathroom break scandal. Yeah, you heard that right. This quote-unquote scandal happened at a fan sign. The said fan sign was 2 to 3 hours long, and they started raising and lowering their bottoms, saying they had to go to the bathrooms. I'm sorry to who this might hurt, but the boys are human. Taking dumps is a normal human thing. It says that after around 50 fans, they started getting up one by one until almost half of the group were gone, but came back almost 5 minutes later. I've seen other people saying they left for 10 to 15 minutes, but I'm also saying 5 minutes, so I don't really know where the truth is at this point. People have called this unprofessional, but wouldn't it be more unprofessional if they held it in and took the chance of pissing their pants in front of fans? But the worst part is, no one talks about the fact that the night before, they literally got stalked by a sasang. Not only that, they also ate food from a fan that gave them an upset stomach or food poisoning. No one really knows what it was. So with that said, it's best to leave them alone.
행거로 달리기 하는 멤버들을 보고 이거 하면 안 되겠다고 생각한 이유가 있을까요?
저희가 되게 짤이 많거든요. 웃긴 짤도 많고 막 그러다 보니까 되게 저기요 인터뷰 중이거든요.
냅다
Next, let's move on to something short. Kevin getting hate for supporting both baseball teams and having to apologize publicly for it. The thing I find absolutely hilarious is the fact he didn't even publicly say he supported both teams. Not saying that I would care if he did or not, but someone took a picture of him texting someone else about wanting to sing a song for the other team. And he also had to apologize for apparently stealing the spotlight from his fellow member Eric. But, if anything, my eyes and many other fans were on Eric the entire first pitch, because he did absolutely amazing for that pitch. But Kevin was also hilarious, because if you look at his pitch, even he made fun of himself, so...
Oh, today, thank you so much. I'm very happy.
I'm sure you have all heard about this next one, Sunwoo and his AirPods incident. In this video, he is shown walking and dropped an AirPod. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, he was being pretty dramatic by yelling, "My AirPod." But I low-key had a laugh when I watched the video for the first time, because I would honestly do the same thing if I dropped something like an AirPod. But the thing is, he was criticized for not saying thank you to the security guard who picked up his AirPod, but if you take a look at the video, he did say thank you, so there is no reason for him to be apologizing. But do you know who should be apologizing? Nana. She called him out, saying he needs to be scolded, and saying, "Where did you learn to act like that?" Excuse me, act like what? Aren't you friends with Hyuna, who is married to someone who was involved in the Burning Sun scandal? So who are you to be saying all this about Sunwoo when you are literally friends with someone like Hyuna? Just saying, when you search up celebrity disease, Nana shows up. She also says, "I don't know who he is." But girl, people only know you for your tattoos and because you're a former after-school member. She's barely known for anything else. But I ain't saying any more about this topic.
I lost my room key.
Let's move on to Juyeon, Eric, and Sunwoo getting caught smoking. Do I really need to explain this? They are adults. They can do whatever they want. Mind you, Eric, the youngest, is 24. Eric is the maknae, which means he's the youngest. Anyways, the thing I find crazy is the fact people said that Julian was smoking in such an unattractive way. What? Someone with the Twitter/X account name, JJJYYY underscore, like his birthday, Ani shibal oppa. Okay, the translation, like, oh, WTF oppa. Why do you smoke so unappealingly? Suddenly, I don't feel like smoking anymore. Girl, then no one's forcing you to smoke. If you don't like the way Julian smokes, which is crazy because apparently you have to smoke hot too, if you don't like it, then stop looking at him and change your Julian-like username too. But this wasn't the only person who said that. Someone said, I thought he'd sit somewhere, cross his legs, and smoke all sexy. But suddenly, he feels way too familiar/ordinary. Okay, what's wrong with standing up and smoking like he did? What did he do to you? But there's this pic of Eric, who was caught smoking an e-cigarette. As someone who hates e-cigarettes with a burning passion, I saw the news and did not care one bit. Why are people so obsessed with other people's lives and not your own? Get a job.
난 너를 보면 티라미수 케이크 마치 너 달콤한 티라미수 케이크 그대의
So we got the news of hyunjae drinking with girls. For the privacy of hyunjae, since he clearly did not consent for the photos to be taken, I will not be showing the photos, but in the photo, it shows hyunjae and another guy whose eyes are covered by a text box saying, so anyways, ... yeah. A little backstories, alleged backstory. Sangyeon introduced hyunjae to those girls and they started drinking together. So this girl starts taking pictures of him and posts it on her close friend story. The next Instagram story shows a photo of what was just a table, but this time the caption got even crazier and she wrote, "The boys, beep beep, they're handsome, just handsome. But why do they keep calling me baby? I can't drink no more. They keep saying my personality is good. Are you kidding me? You were so lucky to the point you got the hyunjae, like the Lee Jae-hyun calling you baby. And you decided to tell the whole world and ruin it for him? You're messed up. He literally trusted you to go out and drink with you and the other girls and guys, and you decided to go leak it to the world and mess it up? Okay. But all this, they keep calling me baby thing, it's also what she typed on the story, so there's no proof of it. But Hyunjae is 27. He is most certainly allowed to go out and drink with other girls and guys. He is not a child, neither is he your child.
나는 2학년 영훈 터비들의 친구 노래하고 춤추는 걸 좋아하는 친구 나를 보면 방방 건네줘 반갑게 먼저 말을 걸어줘
Now for the big one, Ju Haknyeon. Also known as my Pookie Bear Schnookum Sweetie Pie Baby Bear Tangerine, whose family owns a pig farm. This all started with Korea Dispatch posting about Ju Haknyeon going on a hiatus for personal reasons. About a day later, on June 18th, Korea Dispatch then posted Ju Haknyeon's withdrawal and contact termination. This rightfully left everyone in shock. But here is what the post said. On the first slide, it says, on June 18th, 100 label announced Ju Haknyeon's departure from the boys, citing the seriousness of a recent personal controversy. Earlier that day, a media outlet reported that Ju Haknyeon met former Japanese adult video actress Kirara Asuka at a private bar in Tokyo in May with reports of physical contact. Ju Haknyeon had previously suspended activities on June 16th. The agency explained that reviewing the facts, they concluded it was no longer responsible to remain trust in him as an artist. So the boys will continue as 10 members now. Then on June 19th, Ju Haknyeon posted on his story a handwritten letter on social media apologizing for causing concern. There are a couple mistranslations, but it still makes sense if you can just like figure it out. But anyways, Jo Haknan then apologized for the recent controversy, admitted to going to the drinking party, but denying any illegal acts like prostitution. And he expressed deep remorse, saying he is sincerely sorry to those he had shocked. According to Shukan Bunshun, sorry if I'm pronouncing that. Actually, I'm not sorry. I hate them, but I'm pronouncing it wrong. Bunshun. According to them, in May, Jo Haknan was spotted drinking with former adult video actress Asuka Kirara. People have told me, and many others, that prostitution is illegal in Korea. Yeah, I know. And they tell me, and again, like many others, that I'm supporting a criminal. But first of all, Jo Haknan didn't do that. But even if he did, it said he was in Tokyo, which it is legal there. So, therefore, he wouldn't be a criminal even if he did do something. A day later, Dispatch posted another thing saying Jo Haknan admitted the events during the first interview with his agency, saying, "I didn't pay, the others did. I don't want to cause more harm to the group." A group insider, let me guess, saying, said Jo Haknan bragged about sleeping with engaged Kirara, raising fan backlash and concerns in Korea and Japan. The boyz insider, aka Sasang, said he didn't return to the hotel that night. When asked, he said he was at Asuka Kirara's place and bragged about sleeping with her. When his departure was decided, he protested, claiming they didn't have a relationship, and said he only said that to sound impressive. And that's when Jo Haknan got fed up with all these lies, especially from this Bunchon thing. He threatened legal action, demanding proof of prostitution. However, his removal was due to misconduct while drinking with an AV actress, public displays, and leaving the dorm, issues affecting his image as an idol. Dispatch then contacted Asuka Kirara with DM. She denied ever engaging in prostitution outside of her professional work, saying she had never accepted money for private sexual acts. When asked why she was at the gathering, she didn't respond further. I mean, probably because it's her privacy, but that's just me. But anyways, that wasn't enough for Dispatch and 100 Entertainment, so Jo Haknan had to go to court and file all these complaints, So then Haknan went on and posted an Instagram story saying, "Why would you ruin someone's life with a fake article? Let the court reveal the truth. Go off, King." Jo Haknan then posted a simple black image with a caption explaining everything that had happened. So obviously he wrote like the usual, like, "I did not commit like any illegal acts like prostitution, any sexual acts." He said all of that. And then he said that 100 Entertainment is demanding 200 billion won. And you know how many USD that is? That is over $144 million. And obviously, in the right mind, like, Jo Haknan did not accept that. He also stated that just because he hung out with a famous person in private, he got kicked out of the team entirely. Rich boy Haknan also says, "It's also very scary, but if I stand here at the end of the day, the society has nothing. I was thinking that something I didn't do might become a place where I could collapse." A couple sentences later, Haknan says, "I feel that I can't keep my silence any longer. Unfairly expelled me from the team. Affiliated company claims to terminate my contract without any justification and referring to sex trafficking as unconfirmed facts. I want to be held responsible for some of the hurtful media." He ate that up and left no crumbs. So while Haknan does all this, Kirara goes live on one of her social medias saying that she did not sleep with Haknan, as everyone, both of them have been saying, and she didn't even know he was going to be there in the first place. This is the same exact words she had said. I'll be posting an official statement on Twitter tomorrow, but I was completely dragged into this situation. Was it May 29th? I had gone to a friend's birthday party, and afterward, a male friend I've known for a while contacted me to go out for drinks. It was the first time we'd meet in 2 years. I didn't even know there was going to be any Koreans there, and the person in question was someone I was meeting for the first time. The only people I knew there were going to be 2 male friends. There were women there too, but I didn't know any of them. I didn't know Haknyeon would be there, and no one said, come because Haknyeon would be there. I don't know how this turned into a talk of prostitution. Man, I don't know either. And then she also firmly denied physical contact with him, despite the paparazzi photo of them that was released. Bro, that doesn't even look like them. And you're telling me, like, first of all, you're telling me Haknyeon went to a party dressed like that? And you're telling me Asuka lost all her boobs? Like, you're telling me that's them? Be so for real. Anyways, during the live stream, Kirara says that Haknyeon stated that he had been a fan of her for a long time, but it was their first time seeing each other, so there was a lot of misinformation in the weekly Buncheon article. It said that they met each other like 3 or 4 times, but that night was the first time they ever met. Kirara also then raised suspicions regarding Joo Haknyeon's departure from the group following the scandal. She says this, in my opinion, they probably already wanted to kick him out. Otherwise, how could he be removed so quickly? I think they're hiding something. When the scandal broke, I feel like they thought this is the perfect opportunity and removed him. I mean, does anyone really get kicked out just for being at a drinking gathering? They're saying he got kicked out because he drank with me, and I really hate that narrative. I strongly believe there was something else going on besides me. Isn't it strange to be kicked out before weekly Buncheon article was even published? I heard the agency even got a call, and Buncheon was apparently shocked too. Even we were surprised. This kind of thing has never happened before. Bro, spill that tea, girl. Oh my god. She also said all this in a police whisper, which is funny because I low-key want 100 Entertainment to get arrested. But anyways, that's beside the point. So anyways, back to Joo Haknyeon and the court case. On July 2nd, the Seoul Gangnam police station confirmed that they would not pursue prosecution against Joo Haknyeon. The authorities stated that since the accusations are based on an internet article, there is insufficient specific reason or circumstances to start an investigation. Soon after the reports resurfaced, Joo Haknyeon was withdrawn from the boyz and had its contract terminated by 100 label. The agency had cited the gravity of the situation and mentioned that there was evidence being reviewed. However, the police have now revealed that the accusations were based on online articles and lacked sufficient grounds to warrant an investigation. That's exactly what I said, and Kirara, so what the hell? So finally, the case is dropped and everyone's happy that Joo Haknyeon's name has been cleared. But obviously, everyone is mad at 100 Entertainment. In conclusion, I hope 100 Entertainment rots in hell.
김영은 씨. 더비분들이 don't cry. don't cry 영훈. 그리고 팬콘 때 생각난대요. 맞아요. 팬콘 때 영훈이가 이렇게 울었어요.